Well, here we go, YouTubers. Canadian East Coast Dabbers here. Boxing Day 2020. And lo and behold, I'm doing a rosin press of some nice fresh bubble hash that I did. And lo and behold, I go and take the pressure off of my nug smasher, and the release handle breaks off with a press inside. So now I had to drill out all the rivets to get at this motherfucking piece of shit jack. Excuse my language. Not impressed with your Allen key bolts to hold the jack down, nug smasher. Not quality. That should have a nut on it. On top of that, not an Allen key. It should have a nut. And you put a nut on the bottom. Why couldn't you have a nut driver on the top so you could get a 7/16 nut driver onto that and just take it out, rechange it, fix whatever you had to fix? No. Complications. So complicated I had to bend the back panel, because they don't send you no manual with it to tell you, oh, if you have this problem, this is what you have to do. You have to drill out all the rivets in the back, all the rivets in the front to get this thing apart. Don't bother taking apart the 4 bolts on the top. They don't give you nothing. They just give you the top 4 bolts for the plate. Duh! But now I'm at the point where I got to get this spring unloaded. It's under pressure, and I'm trying to get it out of the base of the jack. I got the nut off of it, but now I got to get the bolt out of the base of the jack, and lo and behold, it's an Allen key. An Allen key nut on the top of that with all that tension and torque. Up to 20,000 pounds in this one here, the XP Pro. Like, come on, guys. You know, manufacturing is manufacturing, but like, hey, you know, cheaping out like that with L keys, or that should have been a 7/16 nut or even a 10mm nut. You know, nah, not really impressed. And this, since the start, I said this was a piece of garbage. Since the start, and exactly what I said happened. It broke right off inside the jack. Not on the outside, not with a 1/4 inch on the outside so I could have welded something to it. Nah, broke off right in the sleeve of the inside of the jack because of the way you guys welded this garbage piece of handle junk, where you should have put the T-bar handle there as on the nug smasher pump handle. That's what should have went on the end of this. Should have been a nice little T-bar, 2.5, 3 inch wide. You know what I mean? Something that a man could get his hand onto and twist. Now you put this little piece of garbage on there, and I'm sure once I get this jack out of here, I'm gonna see that it's a jack. So, this is where I'm at, YouTubers. So, we're just going to put the camera back here. I'm going to put you on the sewing machine tonight. And we're going to give you a view. We're in the kitchen, of course. I had my great little woman here with me, holding my flashlight for me. But I think she took a break, because I posted it on YouTube. And she don't like that when I get mad. So, I guess we're going to have to try to work this ourselves. But, very, very poor setup. Very poor setup. I'm almost tempted to go back to my twister. My best value facts that I've had. Oh. Well, right there. December 2016, I got the twister press. And I pressed so much on that, that thing has not given me a problem since 2016. I purchased this 6 months ago. And here I am, having to take it all apart and replace the jack, more than likely, because the release on the jack broke, snapped right off inside. And this thing is worth $2,600 when it first come out on the market. $2,195 Canadian I paid for it. Like, wow! You couldn't put a $300 jack in it? And a couple of better nuts and bolts? Like, really? So, if you're looking to buy a press, I'll be honest with you guys, you better do your research, you better do your work. Because I give some credit where credit wasn't due. So, you know. And I noticed that, you know, I don't use no heavy pressures. I use under 2,000 pounds all the time on this press. I haven't gone over 2,000 pounds on this press one time yet. And I noticed that on the dovetails, these dovetails, the joints here are separating in places. I notice that they're separating. I don't know if that's a flaunder. See how it's separating? I noticed that. I think that's a flaw in the product. But, like I said, for your money, guys, you see this old press here? This old Best Value back? They don't make this one no more, though. This is a twister press. They don't make this one no more. This identical one. This is a 3,000 pound. It's got 2 by, I think it's 5 inch. I think 5 inch. That's 3 inch. Yeah, 5 inch plates. 2 by 5 inch plates. It goes up to 3,000 pounds. And it presses just about everything. The only thing it doesn't have is a pressure gauge. That's it. And it works fine. It works awesome. I pressed lots with that. Compared to this thing that broke down after, I'm gonna give it 7 months of use. And not even 7 continuous months, like once in a while, you know what I mean? I'll post up a video, I'll post up a press. You know what I mean? Like, and when I usually press, it's usually, I'll usually press an ounce and then I'll put it away and, you know what I mean? I store it the way they say and everything like that. But, hey, product is product. And when product is not 100%, and you always say, you know what I mean? Nutsmasher.com, they always say, oh, best product is USA, American made. As you see right there, USA, American made. This is an original Nut Smasher from nutsmasher.com. You know? It's original. See? Nut Smasher from nutsmasher.com. And to me, it's not worth the $2,100 that the man paid for it. Not even close. But I will repair it. I will fix it. Because it's a product I use all the time. But buyer beware, as they always say. Do your research. And don't be shy to check out Best Value Vacs. Because I know Best Value Vacs. That's not the buzzer for. That's the timer for my meat pie. Or I should say stew pie. Christmas stew pie. Yeah, that's the tension coming off that spring. Maybe this 3 inch Allen key will come out of here finally. Don't make no sense at all. In my book, it don't make no sense. Why they would design a press with Allen keys on the inside to hold the jack down. It's not really feasible. It's not common sense. I don't think. You know, if I was making a product and bragging about my product, saying that it's the best on the market and it's the easiest to maintain, and I would make sure that all the components inside of it were the best of the best. Like I said, this here should have like 4 10mm bolts on it, you know, and nuts, not Allen bolts. That don't make no sense. You know? But I guess since it's American made, it's hard to give a product a good rep nowadays because people just got no respect for the people that they make the product for. That's how I feel. Because products are products, you know, and most products are mass produced. You know, they say, oh, every press is hand done. Yeah, I believe that. Like I believe there's not going to be no snow in Canada this year. That's the thing about it is, you gotta have respect for your clients. You gotta have respect for your people that you do stuff for. But this is a very bad product. Maybe she did it while I'm working. Okay. Fucking snowing, man. Oh, stupid fucking weather. Your pies are. So everything is just almost out on this corner. This is a bad setup. That's all. You know, Allen keys for the whole this kind of torque is not common. You know, I would never put an Allen key to hold that kind of torque. There. Once tensioner off. Now, now, take the spring off here, and we'll put it here with the rest of the parts. Now we're going to have a ball and a half trying to get the front plate out of there. Mel, could you come and help me here? Please and thank you. Why put a nut at the bottom if you're going to tread the plate? You know what I mean? That don't make no sense. Now I got to take it all apart to get at the front plate. Get at the front nuts there. You got to take it all apart. It's all going to come apart. This It's the worst press I've ever seen in my life. Like that one there, look how long I've had that one. Never had a problem with that. Just to try to fix the jack, and this one you gotta fucking basically destroy the press to fix the jack. Yeah, well, put Allen keys where, you know what I mean, where a nut should go, like a bolt with a, you know what I mean. These bolts had nuts on the other end. It'd be so simple as they go. It'd be done already. I would have already had it fixed. Now I gotta try and get these bolts out of here from somehow.
Are you still videotaping?
Huh?
You still videotaping?
Yes. Yes, because this is a piece of crap and people gotta know about crap like this, you know what I mean? Hey, this is $2,100. You know? This should be more well put together. They say it's US American made. It should have better quality materials. Not Allen keys for bolts to hold down the jack. If you're going to tread the plate, why put a nut on the bottom? You know what I mean? Put the nut on the top of with a 10 millimeter socket, where you can get a 10 millimeter socket on there and take it out simply. Don't make it so difficult. You know what I mean? That if something happens to the jack, people are just going to throw these things away. You know, because you can't get it apart, you can't fix it. And it's just because I'm a MacGyver and I don't give up that I will get it apart and I will fix it. Because I'll change this cheap Dollarama jack for a real jack. And I'm sure this is a big red jack. One of those trailer jobs. You know those guys there that had those trailers on the side of the road there? They sell all the tools there. I think that's what kind of jack this is. They got them wholesale. Because come on, the thing's not even a year old, and the release for the jack breaks off. You know, I got hydraulic jacks in my garage that are 20 years old. And I use them all the time on jacking cars and trucks and everything like that. And I never had one the release break on me. And they have a 2-inch Allen key. A 2-inch Allen key bolt to hold this jack down makes no common sense whatsoever. You know? And not put the holes at the corners where, you know what I mean, it would have been feasible that, because they drilled those holes in these jacks. You know? Who puts an Allen key bolt 2 inches in a project like this? Somebody that wants to cheap out and screw the customer over. That's what I see. So this is A buyer beware to anybody that's looking at buying a Nug Smasher press. I'll tell you one thing. If I was you, I'd save my money. And I'd go to Best Value Vacs. You'd probably have a better deal. I think it's Grant in Chicago at Best Value Vacs. If he's still there, he's one of the best reps that I've dealt with. And hats off to you there, Grant. Because you helped me out with a lot of things. You helped me out with all my shatter needs, all my vacs, and all my chambers, and all my equipment to do proper extractions for shatter. Taught me how to do the shatter professionally. I really appreciated that, Grant, from Best Value Vacs in Chicago. You sold me that twister press also from Best Value Vacs in Chicago. And I've had that twister press exactly since Christmas 2016. That was my Christmas present. And this was my birthday present this year. In June. This is under 6 months old. 6 months that I've used it. And I haven't pressed a pound of pot on this thing. And it breaks down already. I haven't pressed a pound of weed on this. And all I was doing was a bubble hash press of 7 grams at a time at 500 pounds per square inch of press. Went to release the jack on my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th press. And the jack handle release snaps off in my hand. Just beautiful. So now I'm at the point where I have to take this whole I'll tell you one thing, my patience is a lot better because it's Christmas. But it's just not right how companies can do this to people, you know. This press costs $2,100. It's not fun. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. $2,100 is a lot of money. To have something break down in 6 months. You know, like really? 6 months. $2,100. That's sad. Really. Really, really sad. And they brag these things. They bragged it, man. Like when I got this, they bragged the crap out of this thing. Like this was the best thing since sliced bread. If you wanted to press rosin, this was the press. But if you want to press rosin, I don't think it's the press. I think it's 6 months for $2,100. That's what I think it is. Just unbelievable how complicated they make this to work on. It's virtually impossible. Virtually. And the worst thing about it is they torque the keys so that the key don't line up. You can't line up the key with the jack because of the key lines up over here. So you got no turn, no crank turn. It's pretty sad, pretty sad. Oh. And look at the front. Oh, the front is beautiful. Look, you gotta pull this whole panel off to get everything. I'm gonna get this panel off, I'm sure. There's something else holding it, more than likely. You can't just pop off like that, no. You gotta be. That's not holding it. Just the same as the back. Pry it apart. Oh boy. Can't pry it apart because the spring is connected to it. Well, no, the spring ain't connected to it. It's connected to it. Yeah, you can disconnect the wires because what they do, they pinch them all. Dang. So, you see, where there's a will, there's a way. I don't play. This jack is coming out of here one way or goddamn other. Best value vax, your system sucks. Yeah, you want to see? Look at this. This is right where it snapped off, right inside.